If you've ever felt wildly unqualified for something, or even mildly unqualified, or felt like an imposter in the room, I want to share something vulnerable to give you some hope. I don't have a university degree, and that has been a very tender thing for me to hold at various points over my 20+ year career. Because many of the boardrooms, corporate spaces, and professional circles that I've been part of explicitly or implicitly reward the idea that a degree was the minimum requirement for credibility. It's just assumed that you have one. And yet, I facilitated workshops for organizations and even universities, even Harvard. I've sat in executive and boardroom conversations where, on paper, I might have looked like the least traditionally qualified person in the room. I've coached executives, leaders, and humans navigating really meaningful complexity. And I'm saying none of that to impress you. It's to make a simple point because society says that you need to have the right credentials, but reality says lived experience, talent, grit, curiosity, emotional intelligence, relentless learning, all of that matters too. People will say you've got to follow a prescribed path in order to be successful, but reality for some of us is that we're building the path while we're walking it. Society might say qualified looks a certain way, but the reality is qualifications come in a lot of ways. So, to be clear, this is not anti education in the slightest. I deeply value learning. I have invested hundreds of hours in 4 coaching certifications, multiple leadership and psychology based certifications, assessment practitioner training. I've completed well over 2,500 hours of one-to-one coaching. Before that, I bootstrapped my way from making $5.75 an hour, yep, de-icing airplanes, my friends, to building a 6-figure corporate leadership career across 7 industries. So it's not that I lacked education, it's that my education didn't come through the path that society tends to validate most quickly. So if you've ever believed you're not good enough, smart enough, talented enough, equipped enough because you didn't have the thing society told you was required, please, for the love of all things holy, question that story. Because yes, sometimes some systems absolutely do reward certain paths, and sometimes it is required. Like, you're going to be a doctor, please get the degree. And also, that doesn't make other paths less legitimate. Your experience counts, your learning counts, your resilience, your wisdom, all of that counts. You may be far more qualified than you've been led to believe.